Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll run this play from the pistol. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Nice job by the defense reading the tight end's formation. He was lined up inside. They had an answer for him. Multiple players ready for the ball to go his way, and as a result, that big ball's incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's foul. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the ball.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch him a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mention time.
They'll immediately call timeout.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll set up to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
It's complete on the right side. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him to football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught at the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the league. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Nice defensive way to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. It's a draw. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. You know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They go to the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the running game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
How about the defender? He made a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Cameron. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his man. It's Nixon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Really nice job by the defense. Understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro. Not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Working that left side now. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. He's looking to pass. Makes the catch. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Gets it out quickly.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
To the air, it's Reed. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort, tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another...
Easy, it's actually running your day. Nigga would have right up got a job. Nigga great for the face, nigga put the face, nigga put the gate, got a nigga through a target. Before he got a stack on it, you might have how he got a face on him. And the same thing, the coach with the 40, you got to keep it 30. These are the kid funny.
Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a second down pass play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for a man, it's Jordan. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
On third down, going up top. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the back. And the ball is picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. Direct snap. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Price. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Regent fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
We'll give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Running it back, it's Quinn. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board.
The ball is out behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Working that left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Steps away. Fires on the move. On target to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Rutgers has it back, and they'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Snap it to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
They'll throw it on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They're scrambling to get to the line quickly for this big 4th down attempt. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. To the air, it's Jordan. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Bringing the heat. He'll try to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's got an open man. Oh, look out, there he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Looking for space. It's Gordon. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. And how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off. will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense are hoping to run face and slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. This move just oozes confidence going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Time to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Smashes through. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the short completion brings up 2nd down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners.
He's got it inside the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
7, Boise State, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Direct snap. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
It's a draw. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense was quickly thinking the pass, flying up the field. There you go, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I told her my name is Seth. She said, no, one in your birth certificate.
Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one, and that's a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos in the hurry up.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get first down.
No huddle here for the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wide out. He makes a catch. Makes a grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Cameron. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Off the RPO, throw the right, looking for the first. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra quarter of time in this football game. You travel in the first half, stay calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play coach. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To the air. It's Jordan. Still looking on the move. He holds it in and nobody's close. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to pass. Now improvising. He's going to take off. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fools. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB. Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Memphis 14, Boise State 7.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us on this very first.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out. It's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Got his man quickly. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Dances away. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a leg. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, taking advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll go with a direct snap. Across the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Nixon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. He's right on target. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing, take care of the football, and that goes right back down to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got halves to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate during this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown Broncos! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw.
He'll take a deep shot here. Wide open. He makes the catch. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take another shot here. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a little.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create...
I got this money on my mind, this money moving. I got this belly on my side, this is revolution. I'll be up. The man them too considering 5-star hotel smoking cigarette mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got fit cause she wanna get thin again. Drinking apple cider vinegar wearing skin cause she wanna be thin again. I know they not gonna stop that nigga. You ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had these millions. I went to the Tokyo drip, I got that fruits. I went from the blue up the youngster years, they had their chance to do it. Now this girl want me and her youth to stop it, I'm rich, let's do it. Take a look at these diamond bombers, I like the squid and hard to spin. We're big, we're thick and fit, you.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Quarterback will audible. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face on the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss. That is a statement play.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they took a hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's got his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They want to just keep throwing it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown tie. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then you...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. He did.
Bitch on day by day, so and see, so like, yo, why the fuck didn't watch, bro? Nah, bro, I'm not fucking doing this shit. Nigga really about to fuck, man. That's where my phone. Really need that. Let's see what